See, I'm a bit loath to use the term cold reading, as you know that. But, I mean, I've said this to you today. There are thousands of mediums and clairvoyants today. There are far more today than there were 25 years ago. They can't all be genuine. And it's a very easy way of making money. And I know many clairvoyants who make a lot of money from it and who are not genuine. You can set yourself up as a clairvoyant, learn the art of cold reading, and have a little bit of psychology and a little bit of personality. As long as people like you, they don't listen half the time to what you say to them. So it's very easy to become a clairvoyant. But I have to add quickly that not all clairvoyants are mediums, and not all mediums are clairvoyant. Mediumship works independently of all these, and a medium who has the ability to see spirit people is a clairvoyant medium. But a person who reads a crystal ball or palmistry or tarot cards may also be clairvoyant, but can only tell you about your future events that are going to happen in the future. I think it's very unhealthy, and I find it a bit distasteful now, more than I did 20 years ago. Very uncomfortable with it, because mediums are very vulnerable people, and even the genuine ones have to be on guard, because they get people like Ciaran and other psychologists and parapsychologists, and students of parapsychology who will shoot them down and sit in an audience and smirk and fidget and huff and puff.
That's actually, we're just speculating, because there are a few faces that I recognise, and I know there are a couple of psychologists here, but a few, like a handful. Can I ask now, truthfully, maybe we should ask about belief? Yeah, just a show of hands. I'm just intrigued, because we don't know what sort of audience we're dealing with. If we do this again, we'd like to get a kind of a taster of what sort of belief, what should we say, belief in the paranormal?
Can I start a bit? How many people attend a spiritualist church? Put your hands up. How many people are interested in mediums and have had a reading from a medium?
Wow.
It's quite a high. And how many psychology students in the audience?
There's no students. How many psychology lecturers?
Well, there you go. I knew you were. I don't think I've met you, have I?
No.
But I mean, it's the face that gives it away, isn't it? I thought I'd just try a few things on you.
Well.
Sorry?
Lack of sleep as well.
Yeah.
Lack of sleep.
Anyway, but we've got a point really.
But we haven't asked about belief. You asked about mediumship. How many people believe in the paranormal? Okay, would you say that's about half? It looks to be about half, doesn't it? Yeah, but just show that some people won't decide. Do that again. How many people believe in the paranormal?
And how many people?
More than half, I would say.
How many people in the audience have actually had a paranormal experience, even just one? Are there any mediums in the audience? One there.
Can I try a little cold reading? Do you mind?
If you want.
Is that all right?
If you want, go on.
We've got about 10 minutes left, so if I just do a couple of minutes and then we'll have a chat.
You've only got 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute. It's just because in the break a couple of people were saying, yeah, Billy was impressive. At the end of the day, you keep talking about cold reading, but put your money where your mouth is. Yeah. So I'm going to try it. Right. It doesn't always work. Messages don't always come through. Okay. This is not so much. I don't think I'm going to focus on in terms of getting messages from spirits, but I am getting a flash in terms of, and I'm going to start off vaguely, upheaval. So there's somebody going through a move at the moment. There's a big movement going on at the moment, and it's either, in fact, it's two things. It's a move, and it's a move physically, like a house move or that sort of thing, but also kind of a relationship move, or as a result of a relationship. It's that sort of. So is anybody going through that sort of upheaval at the moment? Anybody?
That's it.
No sort of upheaval. Okay, we've got two here. Can I borrow your mic? I know I'm only going to be a minute. So, going through an upheaval. Are you moving house at the moment, or?
I have moved
You have moved. You've already moved. Okay, it's not you now. Because what I'm getting is Pickford space. I'm getting literally that the move is going on at the moment. And there was a lady back there who had her hand up as well. So we'll ask you, and if you said you already moved, and that's the end of my reading. Okay, here we go. Have you moved, or?
Next week.
You're moving next week. Okay. And also I was saying about an upheaval in a relationship. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make sense. Okay. Let me go back down here. An upheaval in a relationship, an upheaval movement. Okay, let's move away a little bit from that sort of thing. I don't want to embarrass you anyway in terms of personal stuff. I want you to imagine now, let's try some sort of psychic connection. I want you to imagine that you are at somebody else's house. You're going through an upheaval, a move at the moment. Imagine you're at somebody else's house, a family member's house, right? I'm getting I'm getting the name Michael. I don't know if that's a relative or if that's maybe to do with the house or the street name. Michael. You look at me, are you nodding your head, or does that make sense?
Yeah.
It makes sense in terms of Michael. Is it the person? Are we dealing with a relative here, or is it something to do with the house?